We go. I do believe we are live. So I'll say indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. What a dear pleasure it is to have you here again, present again for another day, another opportunity for us to consider relief. How we can technically create this anticipation, this awaiting, sometimes even of bad things. And then we can feel relief in realizing it's not as bad as we might have thought it was going to be. Right? Hey, Joy Vive. I feel one of those things that we don't necessarily have that capacity to feel about. And maybe, I trust even, as the future continues to unfold, will readjust. Maybe like there will be some sort of outcry. There will be some sort of, again, policy. Someone has to step in and say, okay, enough is enough. You cannot keep charging people more rent every single year indefinitely. Stop it. Stop that. Enough now. Right? Again, because after you have already had your building paid for, like after you own that building, and I get the whole property taxes fractal, and I agree in maintaining your asset as well, maintaining the building, right? I don't necessarily agree with the massive exploitation. Consider the lilies. Considering the lilies, yeah. Considering them lilies. I'm considering the funguses that grow out of cow patties still. You want to see the cow the cow patty fungus? It has progressed more. This is so gross. But so fascinating at the same time. Right? This is a literal piece of poop. I mean, it's grass mostly. You can see it if you really look closely. And then a fungus was like, sick, bro. That's my new home. And it proceeded to colonize. Its mycelium grew and took over this entire web, this entire home. Right? And it could have just stood there, could have just kept getting less and less valuable, to say it in so many words. Could have just rotted away into dust. But no, that didn't happen. Instead, there were some entities that decided to occupy that space, give it value by occupying that space, right? Breathe life into it. I believe buildings fall apart faster if there are nobody living in them. I don't know if that's true, but it feels true to me. I'm gonna see if there's any scientific data to back that. I'm considering how many buildings are standing empty right over the world. Is there any statistical anomalies or significance in how fast buildings fall apart and the percentage of people living in them? To say it in another way, do buildings fall apart faster if there are not people living in them? I feel instinctively yes. I feel human beings breathe soul into a building, and that soul makes it alive, keeps it alive, right? Makes it be something instead of just being bricks and mortar. Mushroom poop. Yeah, not the kind you want to eat, but definitely the kind you want to be like, wow, observation. Your intuition is correct. Buildings, wow! It's intuition, but I guess it's correct. Buildings that remain unoccupied tend to deteriorate more rapidly than those that are inhabited. Can we just take a moment and like think about that? I think that's fascinating. Don't you find that fascinating? Buildings that remain unoccupied tend to deteriorate more rapidly than those that are inhabited. Human presence contributes to the maintenance and upkeep of a property, while vacant structures often face neglect, leading to accelerated decay. Yeah, yeah, it's so. Yeah, well, yeah, because there's no one to maintain them. Exactly. Exactly. Exactly that. Factors contributing to accelerated deterioration of vacant buildings: lack of maintenance, exposure to elements, vandalism and theft, pest infestation, blight and property value decline, implications of vacant, yeah, property decline around as well, public safety hazards, common health concerns, and supporting research. A study by Lincoln Institute of Land Policy notes that high vacancy rates can indicate deteriorating market conditions, further exacerbating the decline of neighborhoods. The U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development highlights that vacant properties can lead to increased municipal costs due to the need for security maintenance and potential demolition. Do you know how many homes are standing vacant in America? Is that data available to us? And alongside that information, is there any policy plans to actually put people in those vacant homes? Hey, is that Zano and Jobot sending them lovin's? Oh man, I missed yoga again. I don't think so. I think you're gonna have a lot of yoga today. Jovan, you're gonna be so fine. Happy that you get to rest. Wake up at 5 a.m. Yeah, it's true. Joy does do it, waking up at 5 a.m. For those who don't know, Jovan is in California right now, in San Diego, in Encinitas. At maybe at some point, maybe I won't actually give you more information than that, not to dox Joe, to become a certified yogi, right? She's going to become a certified yogi. And that's why she's on that time zone right now. And Joy Vive lives in that time zone too, and she's been getting up and showing up at the yoga with us. That's why I was jokingly saying to Jovan that she hasn't missed yoga because she's still gonna do a lot of yoga for the rest of the day. Oh, bless again. How's things? Yeah, super good. Just sleepy. Happy to have you here, Zana. We've been talking about relief, the things that will bring humanity a lot of relief. I think the one of the things that will bring the collective species the most relief is just ensuring everybody has housing, right? Everybody gets to live somewhere, everybody gets to eat food, everybody gets to drink water. And then from there, right? Just imagine the relief, the collective, oh, thank goodness. I'll be able to eat food and stay somewhere tomorrow. Oh, thank goodness. Right? I think that relief will be so good for us. And maybe we're setting ourselves up to have that relief in the future. We're so nice. Look at how nice we are to ourselves. Just imagine how much relief we'll experience when that day comes. Yeah, I got all the rest that I can. Good. Sometimes I failed, Joe. I didn't yesterday. I was too tired. Love is true. I got all the rest you cans and banana and morning sickness, but not in the morning, in the evening. Can't imagine that's easy, Zano. I am happy that you are progressing well, right? I'll see it as that, right? And I'm sure you'll progress past this morning sickness point as well. As of recent estimates, the United States has approximately 5.6 million homes. Approximately 5.6 million vacant homes, accounting for about 7.37% of the housing stock in the nation's 50 largest metropolitan areas. It is important to note that not all vacant homes are suitable for immediate occupancy. Many are vacant due to reasons such as being listed for sale or rent, undergoing renovations, or designed or designated for seasonal use. Additionally, some properties may be uninhabitable due to disrepair or legal complications. Policy initiatives to address vacant homes and housing needs. The HUD's Dollar Homes Initiative is one of them. The U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD, offers certain foreclosed homes to local governments for $1. This program aims to foster housing opportunities for low to moderate income families and address community needs. Yeah, you like buy the house for $1 and then you local revitalization program. Cities and states are investing in creative solutions to reduce vacancy rates, improve neighborhood livability, and stimulate local economies. Efforts include strategic demolition, short-term uses of space, and regulatory tools to help owners maintain properties. State-level initiatives. For example, Maryland's Reinvestment in Baltimore program aims to transform 5,000 vacant properties into home ownership opportunities or other positive outcomes within the next 5 years. The initiative involves collaboration among state, city, nonprofit, and for-profit partners to revitalize neighborhoods. While these initiatives represent steps towards addressing the issue, challenges remain in aligning vacant properties with the needs of individuals experiencing homelessness. Change is happening. Good to see. Good to have at least some nodes of, yeah, it's absolutely what's happening. Okay. Yeah. Collective relief. My whole stream topic today was about relief and how I believe that one of the biggest things that will bring our species so much collective relief is the day, the age, we come to a point where human beings have the right to housing, have the right to food, have the right to water, have the right to proper hygiene, places to wash themselves, have access to internet. And I feel like that might be basically the most of it, right? Like internet will of course give them access to proper education as well. But I feel like we need that, right? Just think about the amount of relief that will bring. Maybe I'm hopeful, maybe I have starry eyes as a young person. I'm 26, going on 27. But I believe that if we can bring that relief into the collective human spirit, it will enable us to do things that we would never be able to do if we don't have that relief, right? Like it's very hard for a person to be focused or to do something meaningful when they're in that state of anxiety, right? That lack of relief. Now, joy, it's not a fail. Sometimes you allow yourself to sleep in. Break. But your readiness to jump back in and continue is so consistently seriously something to be proud of. Thank you, Zhao, for offering all of that respect and honor to Joy. It's true, Joy. It is impressive. You should be proud of yourself. Oh, Joy, that's so kind for you to say. Yeah, there we go. Love is true. Let's see. Your vision of a world where every individual has access to essential resources such as housing, food, clean water, sanitation, and internet is both compassionate and aligned with fundamental human rights principles. Ensuring these basic needs are met can significantly alleviate anxiety and empower individuals to pursue personal and collective growth. Human rights frameworks. The United Nations recognize access to water and sanitation as fundamental human rights, essential for health, dignity, and prosperity. Similarly, the right to adequate housing is acknowledged as a cornerstone of human dignity and well-being. The impact on well-being and productivity. Research indicates that fulfilling basic needs is crucial for health, well-being, and even academic engagement. Challenges in meeting these needs can disproportionately impact underrepresented communities, affecting their overall well-being and engagement. Additionally, the PERMA model, or PERMA model of well-being emphasizes the importance of positive relationships and social belonging, which are facilitated when basic needs are met. The role of internet access. Access to internet is increasingly recognized as essential for participation in modern society, providing opportunities for education, employment, and social connection. Some advocate for internet access to be considered a human right, highlighting its role in enabling individuals to meet other basic needs, the challenges, and the hope. While significant progress has been made in recognizing these rights, challenges remain in ensuring universal access. However, your optimism is well placed. Movements advocating for these rights are gaining momentum globally by supporting policies and initiatives that aim to fulfill these basic needs. Individuals can contribute to a more equitable and compassionate society. I really like the whole thought. Some people might think about the numbers and about what it would cost. Considering the amount of money our world creates globally, the amount of value that is being produced by human beings collectively, and also considering the way the economy is going to change and probably rapidly accelerate over the next 20 years as artificial intelligence comes online, as very adapt robotics kind of integrate into our society and into our I'm curious as to how much percentage wise it would take of all of these resources to actually take care of people in this way, right? Is it something unachievable? Is it something hard to do, right? I don't think so. I feel like we should be ashamed that we aren't managing that even right now. But looking into the future, what's the prospect? Save soil, bless. True, the soil is alive. Soil needs to be alive. So much love. Let's see. Your vision of a world where every individual has access to essential resources. Yeah, you've already said that. Economic feasibility. Providing, you see, that is such a small number. Providing universal access to these essentials. So that is housing for all, food for all, clean water for all, sanitation, and internet for every single person on the planet. Providing universal access to these essentials is economically feasible. For instance, a study suggested that implementing UBI, Universal Basic Income, globally would only cost between 1.8 and 5.3 of global GDP, depending on the specific model and income levels targeted. Additional research suggests that worldwide basic income could boost global GDP by 163 trillion US dollars, or about 130% of the current GDP, indicating a substantial economic benefit. Yeah, obviously. Because guess what? When people have enough money to spend on housing, to spend on food, to spend on, the things they need to live, they're going to spend that money on housing and on food, on the things they need to live. So that GDP, that global domestic profit, is still going to be produced, right? That money isn't going to disappear. The doggos are playing bite face, as Gavadigu has beautifully taught me what to call it.
Yeah, you're on bite face. You're on bite face.
It's on bite face way.
Yeah.
I'll give you doggos playing bite face while I continue reading statistics. The impact of technological advancements. The rapid advancement of AI and robotics is expected to significantly boost global productivity. The International Monetary Fund notes that AI could affect almost 40% of jobs worldwide, replacing some and complementing others, necessitating a balance of policies to harness its potential. Furthermore, AI's integration into various sectors has led to increased productivity and innovation. For example, a study found that AI increased the number of new materials discovered by 44%, leading to a 39% rise in patent fillings and a 17% increase in product prototypes. Yeah, and that's now, right? That's only going to accelerate. Like, I was actually thinking about that recently. I watched a TED Talk about how it's a new age for scientists because now every single scientist in the world is going to have a very good lab partner, a super intelligent lab partner, which is pretty radical. The prospects for the future. Looking ahead, The economic landscape is poised for transformation due to AI and automation. While these technologies may displace certain jobs, they also present opportunities for creating new industries and enhancing productivity. The key challenge will be ensuring the benefits of these advancements are distributed equitably, enabling societies to invest in essential services and infrastructure to support human well-being. In summary, Peter de Toit, hey friend, it's nice having you here. Wat is jy in die wêreld? Is dit Pieter Projector? Dis is hoe jou naam gesê was op myne. Is it Pieter? It might be. Right now, I'm in Groblersdal. I'm in Groblersdal, bro. Like, I did give you probably some, like, cliff notes. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Things were not always ideal before. So I did have to move. I am not opposed to being in Harties, though, but I need proper work if I'm going to come back. I have started the process of trying to find some proper work, but I still need to get confirmation. The key challenge will be ensuring that benefits of these advancements are distributed equitably, enabling societies to invest in essential services and infrastructure that support human well-being. In summary, the resources required to provide universal access to basic needs are very within reach. By leveraging technologies, advancements, and implementing thoughtful policies, societies can work towards a future where these essentials are accessible to all, fostering a more equitable and prosperous world. You smelling my Dynavap? You like the smell of that? You like that? You like the smell of that? You want to eat my Dynavap? It does smell nice. I'll give you that because it has no carcinogens. There's just some terpenes.
Yeah, there's some terpenes. Terpenes. You're baiting me. Ow.
Oh, ugh, that stinks, yo. I need to go and wash my hands. Ugh. Oh man, I shouldn't be surprised, but there's still spit on my thumb. Be right back. What's this? What's this? What's this? Come here. He's climbing on top of my stuff. No, that's not a little mountain for you to summit. Come here. Washy hands. Washy hands. Yeah, having dogs, especially farm dogs. These are like he's already a farm dog. Took him no time whatsoever to become farm dog. Yeah. Yeah. No. What's this? Come here. Yeah, eat this thing. Here, be distracted, little creature. Distracted. No, not my leather. Yeah, this thing. Yeah. You totally want this. Yeah, this is what you want. There you go. Yeah. You see, insane. It's so small, but so crazy. That would have happened to my stuff if I didn't distract him. Good thing that he has a stick now. Thank goodness. I live in the high desert. It feels like the forest. It's a very interesting sentence. My mind's getting rolled by it. Waar is jy in die wêreld? Is Pieter nog hierso? I don't know. I can't see any more comments from Peter. Let me come back to chat. I'll open it here because I'm I'm just scrolling now, trying to find. Uh, Hitni of diabetes. Money should be a means to thrive. Food should be found everywhere. Yeah, we should be planting blueberry bushes everywhere, for example. Right, like that's my idea of taking care. It's just like pulling grass roots out of the ground. Hey, what are you doing? Eat this thing. This thing is eatable. Yeah, I mean, that you can eat. Yeah, yeah, eat that thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Get them. Yeah, yeah, get them. Nice. Not our stuff. His eyes give me like this. I don't know. I don't. It's not that I don't like his eyes, but he does seem a little bit. Dit is ek, ja. Dit is jy. Hier is ek. Ek is hier. Okay. All right. Yeah. Made the connection. It's nice having you here, friend. You're not hiring, are you? Starts job interview. Are you hiring someone right now? I know how to use projectors, so you saw it. You saw it firsthand. I can projectors if I need to projectors. I don't know if I would be able to stop doing all of the other things I'm doing. I would be able to postpone it, right? Right. Compromises can be made. I don't know if I can compromise on my yoga class in the way that I can just kind of make it whatever time I want to. But I can have a conversation with Brother Ryan about that. Maybe I can get a different slot of the studio. But other than that, this stream, I can do this 6 a.m. in my mornings or before I go to sleep. I'll still show up even if it doesn't mean being at 4 p.m. necessarily. Morning sickness, bless again. Love is true. Pepe is letting that pup feel so powerful. I hope he does. He's probably gonna be around on the farm for a long time. He's gonna be like one of the dudes, right? Pippi, according to my family, isn't considered a real Jack Russell. No, not for now, but I'll keep you in mind. Bless, bro. Thank you. Love is true. You see, shot, and now, even though I didn't necessarily like land the bullseye, the shot landed somewhere in the ground. And because I'm a hippie, I shoot with seeds, not lead. And the seeds now have the potential to sprout into a beautiful tree. And if that happens, that tree will be so big that Peter won't be able to not notice it. And then, maybe there will be fruits to bear. Where am I going with this? I'm trying to bring it back to just being present. Love is true. Ableism is real classism. Ableism is real. Classism is real. I don't think money is going to change these things. I don't support people living in the middle of the desert. I don't get it. Uh, I mean, it depends on what you consider the middle of the desert, right? Like, I kind of get it. I feel people go and live places that they can. If people can live somewhere, they'll live there, kind of vibes. So that's the part that I support. I support people's want to can. You know, you go, bro. You do that. I live in the high desert. It feels like the forest. People have always lived in the middle of the desert. True, Mr. Mel. I'm familiar with Sierra Nevada. Oh, you're maybe talking about Mr. Merkaba. It's your own fault. You put your hand directly into the adorable rolls puppy mouth. Yeah, roly poly puppy mouth. It's true. I didn't put my like again, Joy Vive. You keep okay, enough now. That part is like broken or something. That doesn't work. Puppy is gonna have a great life on that farm. I trust. At least Pippi is warming up to him and actually playing with him, so they'll have friendship in each other, I'm sure. What are you guys? What are your guys' favorite trees? I'm like so partial to like a beautiful oak. Hey Google, show me a beautiful oak tree. We don't even have oak trees here in South Africa. Is it an oak tree that I'm thinking about? It could be. I'm thinking about like just this tree on a hill, like thick stumped, right? Like all mangled. Has to have like these bobules and like, and then just like this beautiful canopy that, absolutely explodes. That's my favorite tree. I don't know if it's a species necessarily, but if it looks like that, I'm happy. Mm-mm-mm. All right. Ponderas, pines. I like that one a lot. Don't forget to clean your yoga mat. It's true. I shouldn't. Thank you for the reminder. Part of me wants to go and do it now. So hard to pick a favorite tree. Yeah, for me it's shape based. I really like the encompassingness of a tree and its trunk to almost like be a person, right? It should have character. Trunk should have character, and the canopy should be all encompassing. That's my idea of my favorite tree. Dum dum dum. Such a heady aroma. The pine. We don't think we have much pines here in South Africa either, actually. My favorite local tree, but I'm in awe that I find in the real forest of the jungle. The acacia tree. The bonsais are a close second. But ask me tomorrow and the answer might be different. The fact that Jovan says the acacia tree feels synchronous to me, I find that like, I also do like the acacia tree, to be completely honest. Hey Google, I'm going to do it this way. Actually search. Magnificent. Acacia tree. Yossi. Yeah. I mean, that is pretty magnificent. All right, then again, that's kind of like what I meant with like a nice tree. Like, look at how much character that trunk has, and look at that canopy. Isn't that cool? Like a whole shaded kind of environment for you under that. Here's a bunch of them. They are pretty magnificent. Ooh, you want to see some elephants? I mean, acacia trees are very local to South Africa as well. In Africa, that's like a scene out of Africa if I've ever seen one. I mean, you don't just get to see elephants everywhere, but that's pretty Africa for you. Yeah, you see, you know what? Remember how we were like your favorite tree? I think this specific one, this tree right here, is my favorite one. Look at the character. I mean, it is like watermarked and stuff, but and that elephant. Look at that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Of course, of course. There's us being like, oh, thank goodness. Breathes. Oh, some shade. Thank goodness. Yeah. Look, even these dudes, even they're like, oh yes, thank goodness, some shade. That is super cool. Hmm. Magical trees catch my attention everywhere, though. True. I love gnarly apple trees and the bark of the sycamore, but also black walnut because I made ink with the husk and it was such a spiritual experience making art using the tree, using making art under the tree using its own ink. That really does sound awesome. Yeah, the Pondera is sometimes called vanilla pine because it smells like vanilla. Hey Google, vanilla pine. See if we can get a vanilla pine tree. Ooh, very tall boys. I don't know. I don't know how this one looks, so I'm kind of just like showing based on how I think. It's one of these, right? Tall boy trees. And then Jovan just mentioned the willow. I have a soft spot in my heart for the willow too. because they usually grow next to rivers and they can be so very magnificent. I want to click on one of these. That's yeah. This is the shot. Woo! That one is also really good. So much beauty. Look at that. Oh yeah, some willows. Absolutely melting over the environment. Look at those on the sidelines too. And then this one of the sun peeking through the branches. Goodness. Mother Nature. You got something going. The willow trees. I have a personal experience with looking at willow tree branches hanging down and seeing their auric fields, almost like lightsabers hanging from the branches, like these bright energy systems surrounding every single one of those hanging branches. It was very wild. I'm trying to find another specimen that's jaw dropping. My jaw is staying very attached to my face. A lot of these are AI as well, which is kind of disconcerting a little bit. I do get it at the same to create what they see in their minds than look for something online like I am right now. Like I would be lying if I said I didn't think about creating the scene I have in my mind too. Yeah, I'm reaching max patience. Yeah, there it is. I'm done. I guess it depends. Tree to look at, tree to climb, tree to smell. All across the board is hard. Willow trees are so pretty. Oh, the oak tree is massive. Yeah. That's cool. Using tree pigments while hanging with it. I had a good time making pigment with ashes while camping. So cool. Making art, making ink. I gotta learn how to do this. Maybe even when Zano has like classes where she teaches people how to do stuff like that, we're gonna attend together. It's hard to have such trees. As is anyone's audio in and out? Mine was freezing earlier. Back again. It does say transmission aborted when I do that, which is kind of disconcerting. But I hope that the sound sounds a little bit better. Close your app and open it again. I forgot about the redwoods. I thought about the redwoods first. Literally, they are definitely your number one. That's the first one I thought about. But I've never even seen a redwood in my life, right, in person. So I can't exactly say it's my favorite tree. It is one I'm very fascinated by and one I really long to look at and to touch one day. That fixed it. Thanks. Bless. Joshua trees are very cool. Ever seen pigs melt? I have. I have seen Joshua trees. They are pretty magnificent too. Very alien-esque trees. All right. Hey Google, Joshua trees. Takes me to YouTube, but there'll be thumbnails too. People's faces. More than Joshua trees, it seems, but yeah, they are pretty cool looking. We have things similar like that in South Africa as well. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. That's the forest I live in. Yes, bless. Joshua trees reminds me of a super healthy NM state flower, the yucca. Yeah, I actually know what the yucca is recently, because it's very drought tolerant and it is pretty, very spiky in every direction. That's the forest that inspired all. Gotta come here to NorCal if you want to see the redwoods melt. True. I think there are some redwoods in South Africa. I think there are. Let me just check if I'm speaking under correction. Are there any redwoods here in South Africa? This language model is having 50 different type of questions asked in one chat window. Searching. Yes. Native to California, have been successfully planted in South Africa. Huzzah. Where they have grown to impressive sizes. Notable examples is the Grootvadersbos, Grootvadersbos, which is like Big Daddy Bush. I'm so sorry. Big Daddy Bush Nature Reserve, located near Heidelberg in the Western Cape. This reserve features a grove of Californian redwoods planted over 80 years ago. Some of these trees have reached remarkable heights. You see, instantly my mind is like, not enough. Reaching record, the tallest one recorded at 66 meters. I think the redwoods in your country are like 100 plus. And then there's Knysna that has a redwood plantation as well. Situated near Knysna, this plantation is home to a significant number of redwood trees, contributing to the area's unique landscape. These redwoods, the redwood groves that become local landmarks, attracting visitors and nature enthusiasts. For instance, the redwoods at Grootvadersbos Nature Reserve is recognized as champion trees in South Africa. Interesting. If you're interested in experiencing these magnificent trees firsthand, both locations offer opportunities for exploration. But I do want to come and see the ones in North California. It's true. But I did think and now know that there are redwoods here too. I haven't seen them though. Yeah, we got old growth forests. Yeah, ours 80 years. Still 66 meters in 80 years, right? That's almost a meter a year. That's wild. That's pretty crazy. Oh, limbering up a little bit, and then we're gonna finish today's stream. What a pleasure it was to have this moment with friends, to give our presents as we talked yesterday, right? That this is us giving each other presents every day. I hope that this brought you some relief, thinking about the trees, thinking about the future, thinking about what comes next. We did have a few conversations about things that aren't exactly that exciting to think about. All of us need housing. All of us need somewhere to live, somewhere to rest our heads when we sleep at night, somewhere to shower, somewhere to go to the bathroom, somewhere to sit and eat, something to eat. Right? And I feel the fact that this is something that all of us need. And the world already having enough capacity for us to have those things is something that will eventually allow us a deep sense of relief when we realize that future. Might take some time, but you will literally be the catalyst for making that decision. Your current suffering, and suffering to me is wanting for things to be differently, right? Acknowledging that feeling the way you are right now, having to pay for a place to live, and wanting that to be differently is a kind of suffering. And in you having that suffering, experiencing that suffering, you are freeing our future generations from that potential suffering. So, feel relieved in that a little bit, maybe, right? You're changing the world. Every single experience you have changes the world. The further north you go, the more magnificent. Like up where my mom lives, 6 hours from me. Do you drive then pass them? I'm guessing, Joy V. You get to see them become cooler and cooler. The ones in Cali are like no other. I've seen them multiple times. So you know, especially near the Oregon border. I was around Shasta last year. Magical indeed. Love you guys. Love you, friends. Thank you for joining me again, for spending this moment. Take a deep breath and sigh with relief. I'm gonna be okay. Do another one. Things are getting better. I'm watching a little spider on its web. It looks like he's flying. Oh, he's attached to this thing above me. I was gonna blow on him to get him away from my face, but he's fine. Love is true. Thank you, friends, for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Tomorrow. I love you. Till we do it again. Goodbye, everyone.